The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good afternoon. It's 3:21 and on to the next item inside the ark, which of course was the 10 Commandments because I ain't ready to do the manna yet. And you might be thinking, but you already did the 10 Commandments, and yeah, I did. I did the 10 Commandments for what was written on them, right? Like the rules that mankind decided, based on what they thought were holy. And not for nothing, they did a pretty decent job, especially on number 6. But I always wondered why there wasn't a commandment that said, "Thou shalt not cheat." Anyways, so moving on. Yeah, the 10 Commandments. But the thing is it's not actually about what's written on the 10 Commandments. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't. What is supposed to be written on the 2 tablets are your definitive statements, your defining statements. We talked about this a long time ago, and then a long time ago before that, whatever. Your defining statements, like, have you bothered to figure out what some of yours are? Because if you have, those would be written on your 2 stone tablets. And if you remember from the 10 Commandments, I tell you what that is a reflection of. That is a reflection of your hand. So why would we be writing our definitive statements on our hands? That's a very good question. Let's talk about it. So it just threw me for a loop. So the whole idea is, yeah, what's the better way? Okay. So the whole idea is your thoughts become words, and your words become actions, and your actions are a reflection of what was happening in here to begin with. So by putting my thoughts, my defining statements, mine specifically, I will not murder, I will learn, putting the positive ones on my left and the negative ones on my right, those are my defining statements. Those are my items, and then the reflections. Does that make sense to you? And you would have your defining statements on your hands. You would have your do this on your left side and your don't do this on your right side, which is exactly what the tablets in the Bible are all about. It's explaining to you, the do these and the don't do these. So yeah, so that's great, right? So we got 10 commandments, and we understand that they're defining statements, and that it's a reflection of your left and your right hand. That's great. Why did it get stuck in a box? And that is the much more interesting question, right? Because to understand that one, I actually had to have a serious conversation with Spirit. Like, why do they stick hands in a box? That's kind of creepy. And like, well, why'd they stick the body in the box? And that's kind of creepy too. The staff. Anyways. So when you look at like the cradle of civilization, or like, yeah, I forget what it's called, the place in Africa, by, the giant mountains, Kilimanjaro and all that. What you find is like humans left their mark behind, right? Like inside caves, you can find cave paintings, and you find like little stick figures of little horses. I'm sure I could find a picture and I'll put that up there. But even more common than finding horses. Do you know what? Do you know what humans be doing? They just be putting their hand in berry juice and then sticking their hand to the wall. And do you know why? Do you know why they're sticking their hand to the wall? Let me ask you this. Do you ever wonder why they take a fingerprint and not like a cheek print or a toe print or an elbow print? Some of our elbows are pretty gnarly. Or what the fuck? Oh. Or or you know why is it they are always taking a fingerprint? Do you know why? When science people in this day and age want to identify a person before they go to the extreme of trying to code their fucking DNA, they take a fingerprint. It's because this is our signature, whether we understand it or not. When we're saying hi to someone and waving our hand, you're saying, this is who I am. Hello. Yeah, and by sticking their fingerprints on cave walls, they're saying, this art thing that I did, this is my signature. So why not stick some hands in a box, you creepy motherfucker, and say, this is my signature. I was here. How many of us have tagged something saying such and such was here? Yeah, that's what a handprint is. I was here. All right. Have a good afternoon.